This episode is brought to you by Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus has movies. So many movies. The movies you've seen 1,000 times and could watch 1,000 more. Iconic movies your friends can't believe you haven't seen. New movies, classic movies, new takes on classic movies. So whether you're into Top Gun or The Naked Gun, Mean Girls or Mission Impossible, Smurfs or Sonic the Hedgehog, there's a mountain of movies to discover on Paramount Plus. Start streaming today.
What's next, Brian?
Continuing to elevate and raise the bar on the product that we deliver to our payroll professionals.
Yes.
Welcome to our podcast, It's About Payroll. We're your hosts, Brian Escobar and Walter William Duncan III. Whether you're new to the payroll game or a seasoned veteran, we have something for you.
Welcome back, folks. This is another episode of It's About Payroll, episode 117. I'm so proud of just the consistency, the numbers we're at, man. Thank God. Today we are doing a season 9 in review.
Yeah.
And it's one of the fun ones. But before we get into that, of course, how you doing, sir?
Man, I'm good. Happy Sunday to you. I'm all right. Can't complain. How about you?
The same, man. The same. I complain. Nobody listens though.
That's right.
I'm good, man. I posted something earlier that was just like positive, like just. Man, let me see if I could bring it up real quick because it was I reposted it on my. How do you see your own thread on IG? Is that possible?
I don't know.
See your own. You see old people. This is the problem with old people. This is one of them. Stop using your energy to worry. Use your energy to believe, create, love, grow, glow, manifest, and heal.
Ooh, yes, that's nice.
Yeah. So I like seeing that. I think we need that, right? We need that constant. There's a Zig Ziglar, a writer out there, an author who said motivations are like showers. We need them every day.
Yep.
We need it every day. Yeah, man. Cool stuff. Before we get into the season in review, we got pay news. You want to take us through what you got first?
Yeah. So it's funny that because again, we don't have these shows and stuff like that. Yep. And then you started off talking about consistency and setting goals and stuff. So I wanted to come from a different angle on this show, and because we're the middle of the year. We have another year going.
Good halfway check.
And sometimes the second half of the year could be the part that we have to really grind, and taxes are coming. We got to prep for the new year. All these different things from a payroll standpoint, an HR standpoint. There's a lot of stuff that are going to be coming down the pipeline in the latter half of the year here. I wanted to, because I feel like this sometimes in my own life, I wanted to talk about the struggles with being consistent. And how to fix those things, right?
Yeah.
It's an article written by spirituallivingforbusypeople.com. And it's a lot of data here, so I'm just going to touch each one like briefly and just tell you the topics of it. So the number one is it says basically common scenario, right? So we have that initial excitement about things. Initial commitment or that initial excitement fades over time, which can lead to inconsistent effort and eventual abandonment. So whether that's at work or personal life, those goals can definitely impact you. Number two, they identified the root of inconsistency. So it's because of our focus. We focus on the process more than the outcome. You know how sometimes you could be working out and you could be consistent for a long time, but you might not be noticing anything when you step on the scale. You might not notice anything when you look in the mirror, but you're focusing on the process more than the outcome. Change your focus.
Okay.
And then the number three, it says plan for consistency. You got to set gradual goals, develop great process, identify your big, why am I doing this? You need to understand that. Right.
That's important.
And then number four talks about steps for being more consistent. So number one is being more present. Anticipate the dip. So that means expect those challenges and just through them, even when they come. Yep. And do it anyway. Okay. Hey, I'm tired. Do it anyway.
Yep.
This is so frustrating. Okay, I get it. Do it anyway. And it says here also to go back to the basics. regularly revisit and master your fundamental skills. You know what I'm saying? Read. Yes, you can. It's okay to adapt and change and stuff like that. But there are set core skills as payroll professionals, even people, that we can go back to and lean on. Okay, hey, let me go back to the basics and understand this. Sometimes it's good to do that.
Yep.
Finding somebody who's going to hold you accountable and give yourself grace. I know it says forgive here, but I'm changing that to give yourself grace. Then
No doubt,
move,
as you should. Yep.
you know, don't be so harsh on yourself. One of the things I could do is I'm my worst critic. I can go pretty hard on myself when I don't do something that I think I failed at or I didn't do perfectly. So give yourself some grace. Find your joy in the process, right?
Yeah.
Focus on being consistent and present. And that's pretty much it. The second things here are the same thing. Set clear, achievable goals, create a routine, minimize distraction, get regular feedback and have that accountability partner, and be open to continuous learning and development. And go ahead.
No, go ahead.
And then the last one here is focus on your well-being and make sure you have that work-life balance. Remember to take a break. It's okay to take a break sometimes and balance those things out and don't
Yep.
overdo yourself because you could find yourself being burnt out.
Yep.
So there's a stat here that says 89% of employees at companies that support well-being initiatives report higher job satisfaction. So that's all I
I
have, man.
like it. What I was gonna say is I like that stat you get. So if I may, I'm
Yeah,
just gonna run through the other stats you had here.
yeah.
80% of employees who set specific challenging goals perform better than those with easy or no goals.
Wow,
Employees who follow a daily routine are 3 times more likely to feel productive at work.
wow.
Reducing distractions can lead to 30% increase in productivity and consistency. I love this. I got more to say too. 68% of employees who receive regular feedback feel more fulfilled and consistent in their roles.
Yes.
And 94% of employees who would stay longer at a company that invests in their learning.
That's big.
Woo!
94%.
That's big, especially for payroll folks, man. I'm telling you, this is important. And then you said the other one already,
Yeah.
89% of employees at companies that support well-being. That's where 90% of employees at companies that support well-being report higher job satisfaction. This is really good stuff. And I'll be honest,
Bro,
as I look through this document
time out.
when we prep, what happened? What's up?
The sign.
What about
You're-
Masan, that's all right. That's all right. That's all right. Y'all see it, right? You good.
Yeah.
It's all right.
My
It's cool.
bad.
People be like, "Oh my God, his son." No,
Yeah,
it's all good.
yeah.
No, like full transparency, right? Coming in and prepping for the show, and we go over our docs and all this preparation. And I looked at your headline. I didn't read through it, but I was just like, the reasons why you're struggling and be consistent. At first, I was gonna push back and be like, "This is for payroll professionals. We need pay news." And
Yeah.
I stopped myself and I just had to think through it. And I was like, nah, this is important for all people, period. And then we're talking about it as it relates to work because we're in that halfway mark in the year, because we're like, look, summertime, vacation time is here, all that good stuff. People are at that burnout mark and that,
Yes.
right? And this stuff is important, man. And
Running a business comes with a lot of what ifs, but luckily there's a simple answer to them. Shopify. It's the commerce platform behind millions of businesses, including Thrive Cosmetics and Momofuku, and it'll help you with everything you need. From website design and marketing to boosting sales and expanding operations, Shopify can get the job done and make your dream a reality. Turn those what ifs into sign up for your $1 per month trial at shopify.com/special offer.
yeah, so I appreciate that you put this here for us and we're talking about it because it was definitely a lot more important than I thought.
No, think about why we started this, right? IAP.
Yep.
Because we came out with it. We had a different name. What was we came out with, and then we did
Yeah.
the
Mm-hmm.
rebrand and stuff, and then we were like, hey, it's about people. It's about payroll. So yes, this is a podcast about payroll. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yep.
we are still people. We
Yep.
are payroll people. And so
Yeah.
thank you
Agreed.
for seeing that. Thank you, because I think it's real, right? I think it's something that we all do face. We all face
Yeah.
stress,
Heck yeah.
anxiety. We all have
Heck yeah.
outside noise outside of the normal work things.
Yep.
We face these different things. So thank you for seeing that.
Yeah, no, thanks for putting it there. Thanks for being mindful like that, man. Awesome stuff. And my article is basically around the FLSA increase that's happening tomorrow being July 1. But Texas, the state of Texas, blocked their FLSA increase. But here's the clarity: it's only for Texas employees. So it's only for the state of Texas as an employer. So if you work for the state of
Okay.
Texas, it's not for Microsoft that has employees in Texas,
Texas.
or rather McDonald's, or
I
these,
just
you know what I'm saying? It's not for the everyday business or non-Texas business. Basically, the government of Texas blocked it for their employees.
why?
No, I'm sure in the articles it
Okay.
does. I didn't get that far, but it's just crazy.
Dang.
Texas is nuts, man. I love how states throw their weight around, and it is a big state. And I think, look, I don't know what's going to develop of that, but just if you work for the state of Texas, and it's something to be mindful of. But if you don't if you're a payroller, an HR person out there, and you see this article, it doesn't mean that your employees in Texas are exempt from this exemption. I mean, it means that unless you work for the state directly, does not apply to you, and your employees in your locations in Texas are still have to adhere
Damn.
to the update. Yeah, so
That's
very
crazy.
interesting development for it. And I'm not surprised, because the FLSA increase usually gets a ton of pushback, and sometimes doesn't get passed at all because of the pushback.
Yeah.
So I'm very surprised that it's very telling that it is getting pushed through at the federal level. But yeah, payrollers, be mindful, look it up. If you're in Texas, just make sure you're still in compliance.
It's a great
Yeah.
article, man. That's a great
Yeah,
article.
thanks. But yeah, I thought it was interesting. This is just a relevant topic for our payrollers. And then before we get into our season in review, we have a word from our sponsor.
TimeTrak Go. Thank you, guys. Summer has arrived, and with it, the perfect opportunity to plan your dream vacation. Whether you're envisioning a relaxing beach getaway or an adventure packed journey, TimeTrak Go is here to ensure requesting and approving your time off is hassle free. TimeTrak Go simplifies vacation planning for employees with its intuitive mobile app. Easily check available vacation time, submit requests, and manage everything on the go. For supervisors, approving requests is as easy as a single click upon notification.
Dope. Everyone deserves a break, and TimeTrak Go streamlines the process for all. Start your stress-free vacation planning today with the free trial at timetrackgo.com. Once again, that's a free 14-day trial at timetrackgo.com, and that's www.timetrakgo.com. Or you can call them at 888-321-9922. Once again, that's 888-321-9922. Happy vacationing, and let's go.
Let's go.
All
All right.
right. I always love these because it's a little informal, and
Yeah.
we get to look back at the season and just really what stood out, what were the highlights,
Yeah.
things like that. You want to go first?
Yeah. The first question we have here is what stood out to us about season 9? For me, I always, and this might be played out, but I always say that it's the people, it's the guests that we had on. I really
Oh yeah.
one of the episodes that I really loved was the episode with the guys from Pay Active, Aaron Martin
Okay.
and Chris Favero. When they talked about that earned wage access and the strides that they're making, not only them, but the industry around earned wage access and how it's benefiting employees. Because again, it's about people, and we're trying to help employees and help employers help those people out. And so that was big. But then also a part of that conversation was that there's still a long way to go because people in positions of power or leadership that just don't quite understand the need for earned wage access, or they have a misconception of it still and think that it's not important. So that
Yeah.
was one of the many things that stood out to me.
Yeah.
Amy Travis, I loved the conversation with her and how she was focused on empathy in payroll. That's been all of my fields and stuff like that, but that was big for me, right? Because she spoke to that about us having empathy for each other and for the employee and
Yep.
understanding that it's people centric, right? I really love
Yep.
that. Shout out to Amy and everyone at the Georgia chapter here.
Yep.
Shout out to everybody there. So, yeah, those are some of the things that stood out to me. What about you?
So again, yeah, we always have great guests. I think it's on purpose. We pride ourselves on the guests that we have. We curate, we vet them, we make sure that they're going to bring something of value to payrollers and payroll professionals. Extent that like one time I had a conversation or like a back and forth with a company, and I was like, "Hey, we're going to dig into how this is a payroll solution, blah blah blah," and they were like, "Oh, we're not going to get that deep in this part or that part," and I'm like, "Then you're not going to be on the show." You know what I'm saying? Because if look, this is not. Although I'm all about brand awareness and advertising and campaigning, clearly, right? We have a sponsor. Shout out to
Yeah.
TimeTrak Go, but even that, we vetted that product before they became our sponsor, right? We
Yes.
used it in a mock scenario
Yeah.
before and we were like, yeah, this is a good product. Oh, this is all. And then they became, and I wouldn't have done it any other way. And that's going to be the same for any product that any of our sponsors. We need to vet that product. So I think that it goes without saying that we have amazing guests. And just to give folks a background on how we do it, again, we make sure that our guests are going to add value for payroll professionals, period. We had Bart Vanderstorm this season where
Mhm.
Bart released his book. And again, like I say it all the time, there are only now two different authors, both from the Netherlands, Bart reminded me, that wrote a payroll book that is not a textbook,
Yes, bro.
right? And we need
Yeah.
more. I hope to be one of those authors one day that contributes to that pool. Or every
Yes.
guest, I urge all the guests to do it. It's just crazy.
Before you
What's up?
continue, because yeah,
Yeah, no, go ahead.
I like the fact that because you've been consistently saying that, right? And that consistently for these past few seasons, and I think
Yep.
that Bart also said it. He said because somebody you might be able to connect with someone in a way that I can't,
Yes,
Brian.
that's
Somebody
right.
could identify
That's
with
right.
the way that you're speaking it. It could be
That's
like
right.
it could be life changing for them. It could
That's
cause them
right.
to think in a different way just
Yeah.
because of how you articulate it in the pages of your book, your audio book, or whatever
Yes.
type of book you do, right? And
Whatever it
so,
is. Yep.
like that is the importance of it right there.
Introducing Meta Ray-Ban Display, the world's most advanced AI glasses. With a full color display built into the lens of the glasses, it's there when you need it and gone when you don't. Send and receive messages, translate or caption live conversations, collaborate with Meta AI, and more. Be one of the first to try Meta Ray-Ban Display. Visit meta.com/Meta Ray-Ban Display to book a demo and find your pair.
Yep.
Sometimes I think
Agreed.
people don't do it because nobody wants to hear me. Nobody gonna identify. Like
It's
you
not
never
true.
know. Yep.
Yeah, it's not true. If somebody's interested, like for me, if I get interested in a subject,
Yeah.
then I want to know everything about me and wifey. We will watch a show, right?
Yeah.
We start obsessing about the actors, the backstories of the actual characters in the show, the
Yes.
this, the that. We just want to be fully immersed. And I take that approach with everything is, hey, if I'm studying payroll, if I'm researching payroll, I want to read all the books on payroll. I want to hear all the podcasts on payroll. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think, like Bart said, is it's everybody is gonna bring payroll to the table from a
Yeah.
different perspective.
Yes.
And we want to read that, right? We want to understand how Bart's claim to fame and Anita Lataine's claim to fame and her spin on things. And now she's on her second book, actually. And those different things, man. We had Anthony on there as a
Yeah.
crossover
Yes.
episode
Yeah.
where we shared, it was a cybersecurity expert who shared. We posted this episode both on our It's About Your Paycheck platform and about your It's About Payroll, because what we realized is some subjects cross over, right?
Yes.
Because we're very intentional about It's About Payroll being just about pay, and I don't know if folks
Yes.
like me saying that, payrollers, but payroll professionals.
Yeah.
Um, and we obsess about that. That's why this show is what it is, because it's only delivered to payroll professionals. Anybody that touches the payroll process, right? You could actually wear a different hat, but
Yeah.
process payroll as well as part of your job. So you still a payroll professional, even though your title might be something else. But again, we find these crossover opportunities because we're like, wait, our payroll pros need to understand this too.
Yeah.
So, and employees, right? Because on It's About Your Paycheck, we're just talking to everybody that is an employee contractor in the US. Is very specific to the US, particularly now. Maybe at some
Mhm.
point we'll have a global perspective
Mhm.
and we invite that, right?
Yeah.
But so that's one of the things I liked about that this season. Yeah, I'm looking at the list, the roster of all the episodes and the
Brit
guests, and I'm like,
Brittany Fur.
wow, just
Brittany
Brittany
Fur was
Fer.
amazing. Like
What
yeah,
what a
she
bright
is amazing.
light of
Yes.
creativity,
Yes. Yeah.
of ambition, of
Yes.
drive that Brittany Fur has. And she's right. She just came out of nowhere. And because I was like, who is this? But that's how LinkedIn is. We don't see everybody on. That's how social media is. We can't
Yeah.
see everybody because the algorithm controls with blah blah blah. But she admitted, not admitted, but she's no, I was in the background for a while until one of her mentors told her, hey, you need to get on LinkedIn and you need to be
Yeah.
present. You need to be out there. And
Mhm.
thankfully she did, because what a breath of fresh air to payroll she
Yeah.
is, right? And that episode was, can payroll people be creative?
Yeah.
And I think we all are. We just don't share it because we talk on
Yeah.
payroll, right? And
Yeah.
so that, yeah, she was amazing. Christine Stope just
Yes.
ended the season with us. You'll see that episode today, actually, that post today on June 30th.
Yeah.
And gosh, who else? Melissa V, we had
This
on
one,
again for
yeah,
the
VC
third
also,
time.
yeah.
Gerard, of course, I think was in here somewhere, and we're collaborating with Gerard Hall on his FPC course. And we haven't gotten more into it, but It's About Payroll will be sponsoring, will be gifting an education grant to one lucky person for Gerard Hall's FPC test taking course. Okay. More to come. If you're interested, you hear this, reach out to us. We haven't put anything formally out there yet, but we're doing the planning still,
Yeah.
right? If you feel that you are eligible or deserving of this, or if someone, reach out to us, inbox us on LinkedIn and say,
Yeah.
hey, I have a person, or I would love to take this test. I can't afford the course for it. And because it is a big investment, and
Yeah.
because we talk so much about investing, we are going to stand behind our word and stand on that business and actually sponsor somebody through this education piece. And that'll hopefully be a continued effort for us to always host, to sponsor someone in their education efforts in payroll.
Look at
Man,
you,
I'm
Brian. Look
excited,
at you,
bro.
Brian, saying standing on business with the update of
Standing on business. I love that term. I love that term.
Hey, let me ask you then. We kind of spoke on it
Yeah.
a little bit, but what would you like to revisit? Like, I think it would be kind of
Gosh, that's a
cheap
good
to
question.
say, but I want to do everything. I want to talk again with the guys about Aaron and Chris about earned wage access. I want to talk to Amy again about empathy and like empathy and payroll. Like, I want to talk to Bart and see what's changed, what's new. What about you?
Yeah, definitely want to. Yeah, you're right. What would we revisit is a good. That's it. We've been saying this a lot lately. How like we thought we were gonna run out of content to
Yes,
talk
yes,
about,
yes, yes.
and then we realized this
Me,
is an endless
yeah,
stream
yeah,
of information.
yeah.
And what another piece of that is that we can continue to talk about these same subjects in
Mhm.
more length. Again, it updates, it's evergreen. Not only are those episodes, will they be valid for years to come, but the topics are still valid.
Yeah,
Topics are still evolving. The topics we can kind of come back to and still talk about again. So yeah, you're right, it's everything. But what sticks out for me, being a payroll author sticks out for
mhm,
me, for myself, for you, even because I keep telling you, you got this. The he Wall is that grace. Give yourself grace, right? I feel like you can talk a whole show, book, series on that. So I encourage Walt to kind of keep building on that brand, keep building on education piece, right? Teaching. We started teaching in the past 6 months, which is awesome, right? Teaching, just the education, I think, is a revisit.
yes,
The authoring, the spreading the word is a revisit. I definitely like Pay Active's episode, and it was an eye opener when they told us that a lot of their friction and their challenge is getting past the CFO or the CEO, understanding that this product is useful for their employees. I thought it was a no-brainer. I was like, why? What do you mean? They were telling me stuff, and I was like, but it's free in that, and in some respect, it's free to the employer. Why would anybody
Yeah.
not sign? And they're like, oh, they just don't think it's useful for the employees, or they think that the employees should manage their money better. Like, they are trying to manage it better. That's why they need the product. So there's more. There's so much more there to keep talking about as far as awareness, because these tools enable payroll professionals to really deliver a higher level product. And
Yep.
that's what it's about. It's like, what product are we delivering to our customers, meaning other employees?
Yep.
Yeah, we could also collab on a book. Exactly. Of course we can, right? That
Mhm.
just makes sense because
Yeah.
we collab on a weekly basis. What else? So education, the authoring of things, that those little, again, that for that earned wage access, it does stick out as a kind of, we need to keep building awareness for that. We need to build awareness for the celery guys. That tool, it
Yes.
elevates the payroll function, and it elevates the product that we deliver. We
Yep.
need this across the board.
Yeah. Shout out to Yuval and Hillel.
Yep. At celery.com, like
Yep.
celery, like the vegetable.
Yes. I want to revisit Christine Stolpe created what
Yes.
at Wage Creek,
Oh
right?
my
You know what I'm
goodness.
saying? Like, yeah,
Wagescreek.com. Yep. Wages
wagescreek.com.
Creek.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I want to revisit all these things because I want to see what is changed, what is
Yep.
happening, how they're adapting and stuff like that, and everything. So that kind of leads us into the next question here. What's next, Brian?
This episode is brought to you by CBS. DMV is a brand new workplace comedy turning misery into magic and chaos into comedy. Starring Harriet Dyer and Tim Meadows, DMV is here to serve you laughs. Watch Mondays at 8:30, 7:30 Central on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
Continuing to elevate and raise the bar on the product that we deliver to our payroll
Yes.
professionals.
Yes.
That's it. That's what it is for me. That's what it is, really focusing in on that for our payroll professionals. I want this to be an all-inclusive platform that folks can go to and feel safe and feel and know I'm getting good payroll information from these guys, because we do our research, because we're also practitioners. We're not just pontificating. We're
Yes.
not just out here talking to talk with the rhetoric and a lot. Like, we're not politicians, right? We are practitioners, we're teachers, and we learn, right? So it's that ecosystem and that combination of things that keep us at the top of this
Yeah.
game. And I just promise to keep delivering at a high level. We try to have fun as much as we can,
Yeah.
but a lot of this stuff is serious, man. It's,
It is.
you really gotta be intentional about doing a good job, and
Yes.
that's who this is for. For folks who want to do a better job, who want to be better at payroll, want to know more. You can come here and listen and learn, and
Absolutely, bro.
that's it.
You articulated that so good because, yeah, we're going to continue to do what we've been doing, and that's
Yeah.
exploring, that's discovering, because this has
Yes.
been it's not just about providing information for others. We're learning that along the way as we
Yeah.
do this too.
Oh yeah.
We're
Yep.
soaking up all this information. We're learning from these different interactions and these different connections that
Yep.
we're making in the payroll
Yep.
industry. And it's so refreshing and it's so uplifting. Again, going back to what I said multiple times during this episode, the
Yep.
people are amazing. Like, we live in a world that is chaotic, crazy, and everything like that,
Mhm.
but there's still some good people out there. And there's a lot of good people in payroll.
Oh
You know what I'm
gosh,
saying?
I
So, like,
haven't met any bad people in payroll. I don't
you
think
know,
they last. I don't think you could stay. No, I'm serious. Think about
yeah,
it. Because if they become on our true payroll crime folks.
yeah,
If you're bad at payroll, you're gonna end up on the true payroll crime side.
yeah,
Because I say it all the time. HR and payroll folks need to be beyond reproach,
it's true.
and that pours over into your normal life. That mostly means that you're probably a really decent person, human. What I do see though is a lot of us are introverts,
Yes,
right?
yes, a
Because
lot.
payroll, like Christine Stope said, we don't all have to be forward facing, customer facing.
Yes, she did.
And
Yeah,
you can easily get comfortable in that. And there's some days that I need that I need to just not be customer facing just to get work done,
yeah,
right? Because we get so used to it. We get so used to doing our work in a silo, like on our own,
yeah.
and that's comfort. So I have seen that. Yo, shout out to Pete and Julie at
Yes,
HR and Payroll
yes,
2.0. Look out for the next season. They're we did a swap cast with them, meaning we recorded together in one show, but we're gonna post it on both platforms. They're
Yes.
gonna post it on their HR and Payroll 2.0 show. We're gonna post it here. It's about payroll. We had so much fun with it,
So
and guess what? It was their first video recording, so we're part of their first video posting on
yes.
HR and Payroll 2.0. So I love it, man. Like just building those connections there, going to PayCon, even though it was not like as a show, but I still have some content I need to share. I interviewed 2 folks there, and I need to post it on LinkedIn or something just to get it out.
Yeah.
And going to PayCon was an amazing experience. And we did that inside this season, meeting Nick Day, our heroes, man, like Jody Parsons and Sarah Chastney and Laurel, meeting
Yeah.
Laurel, reconnecting with Laurel and meeting all the payroll org folks and just amazing. Like we met all the powerhouses in payroll, man. It's amazing for us, and to be recognized by them and was also a great feeling. And again, they love what we're doing for the payroll, and it's like getting those thumbs up from people
Yeah.
that we've been admiring from far through LinkedIn. We could
Yeah.
see, oh wow, look at these payroll powerhouses.
And another thing is that they're so approachable.
Yeah,
They're so willing to extend help,
talk and
extend that olive branch
help.
to help and improve you and
Yes,
say, because I think everybody in payroll, to your point, wants to see, for the most part, wants to see everybody else grow and succeed in
yes,
whatever ventures they're doing, right?
yep,
So that
yep.
for me stands out. You know what I'm saying? This has been an amazing time, Brian.
It
I'm looking
is.
forward
Yeah,
to more, and
like
I'm excited. I'm excited for what's to come, man. So
yeah,
let's go to
yeah.
our game here. You know,
Oh, I saw that.
we
Yeah, I
we have
saw that.
we really haven't done this for you and I
No,
at
not
all.
at all.
We did it with Chris and Aaron, and there's they say you or them or whatever. So we're doing that for
Yeah.
us. Let's see. So 6 questions, and we're gonna say either you, me, or neither of us. Right?
Okay.
All
Yep.
right. Number one, I'll do the first three, and you do the last three,
Okay.
I guess. Which of us is more likely to win a spelling bee?
I think you.
Yeah, I think so too.
No doubt.
Who is more likely to order a meal?
What does that mean though? Order a
So
meal.
order out to eat. Who's more likely to
Oh,
order out?
I think that's both.
Yeah, I'm like, ooh.
I know you want to say me, but your ass order out just as much.
Yeah, no, I was thinking both too.
Oh, okay.
No, but actually, I was leaning towards more so myself because
Oh, really?
I feel like you're always cooking more.
Thanks, but
Yeah,
yeah, but that's a struggle. Like when we talk about saving money, that's a struggle, man.
it's so convenient,
Oh
bro.
my
Especially after
goodness.
long days.
Yes.
So,
Yep. And if
yeah,
you forget to take stuff out. You got to take meat out, folks, right?
yeah, bro.
Got to take something out. You got to pre-prep unless you do meal prep and you
Yeah,
have your even that. Anywho, next one.
yeah. All right, my
Yeah,
last one. Who is more likely to enjoy a book?
me.
That's you. Yes, I'll do book, but I'm more on the
Yeah,
creative
you love
side.
some
Like,
audiobook.
yeah,
Yes.
or whatever. So definitely you.
Yeah, you might have ADD also. So.
I just might.
Who is yeah. Who is more likely to recite Biggie lyrics?
That's you. I don't know all
Really?
the. I just
Oh, you don't know?
I
Okay.
just know the mainstream popular songs. I don't know any of his other records and stuff. Like you may know some of his from his albums. Another song I listen to so much, and you know the
Yeah.
worst. So I'm thinking you.
Fair. But I got a funny story around this.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. Me and wifey went to a karaoke bar before we moved out of New York. And it
Mm,
was with her nursing school crew. And I'm like, oh, this is fun. People were up ripping it. By the way, there's like a whole underground karaoke movement. Like, I don't know if it's still, but like, I would imagine it's always this way. Like,
wow.
where if you go to karaoke, there are regulars that go that could really sing. You know,
Oh,
they
okay.
could really perform. Like, and they use this, I don't know, as a way to, I don't know, whatever. But they were like real legit performers when we went. I was like, yo, this is crazy. So, anywho, me and wifey we did it, we were gonna do a one together. We went up to do it together, and we picked a Biggie song, and I'm like, I got this, right? Nope, it's different because we couldn't hear the lyrics. Singing along
Mhm.
to the song is very different than hearing the music and having to read the words off a
Ah,
prompter.
yes, yes, yes.
Bro, Wifey killed it. She was carrying the song, and I'm like, yeah.
It was all a
Ooh.
dream. I
It
used
was
to
all
read.
like, I'm just saying. We got done, and she's, what happened to you? I was like, yo, I don't know. I never did this before. I didn't know. I thought I had it. I was like overly confident.
Oh my God, that's
Oh my
such a good
goodness.
story, man. Thanks for sharing that, bro.
Yes, no doubt.
This episode is brought to you by LinkedIn. Healthcare professionals can lead their careers with LinkedIn. Discover jobs by specialty, preferred shifts, and even desired salary. From mental health therapists to radiology technicians, it's now faster and easier for healthcare professionals to find the right fit. Learn more at linkedin.com/healthcare. Side effects may include faster job placement, improved work-life balance, and increased career satisfaction.
Who is more likely to accept a speaking engagement? I would say me.
Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love talking. I love teaching, though, not just talking.
Yeah.
I like to share helpful information with people.
Yes.
If it's not helpful, I'm not gonna just talk to talk. Some people like hearing themselves talk, right? Some people like talking.
Yeah.
Last one, or is it the last one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who is more likely to do something spontaneous? I will say you.
I think so. I think so. I don't know if it's necessarily taking a risk, but
Could be. Doesn't have to be though.
Yeah, spontaneous. Yes, I think right now because I don't have kids, I don't have anybody to. That's why I think there's more leeway for me to do that. But I think I would be different if I was in a different situation.
Okay. Yeah, that was dope.
Yeah, man.
Then you know what I want to do next time, and maybe we'll do it only on the season in reviews.
Yeah.
I want us to create this or that's for the other one.
Oh, that could do that too, man. That'd be cool.
Right?
Yeah.
So let's do that on the next season in review, season 10's review.
Okay, gotcha.
That'll be dope. Yeah, that'll be dope. So, all right, we got a safe talk question. What was the hardest thing or biggest hurdle in season 9? Ooh, that's a good one. What's the hardest thing and biggest hurdle in season 9? I think for me, it was staying consistent.
Bro, yes.
Because, right, for me, it was just like life pushed in.
Yep.
And I was just like, oh my God. And I'm still struggling through it, but I see the light I think I'm at the tail end. I see the light. I'm almost out of it type of thing. I see hope. I feel hope.
Yes,
I feel better. But yeah, that's been tough. What about you? It's the same, but how?
It's the same, right? So I'm going to be vulnerable here. Brian and I used to work at the same place, and then Brian transitioned to a different thing, and so that opened up different opportunities and learning opportunities for us, and then things I didn't know, things I haven't experienced and stuff. I had dip my toe in before, but never deep dive stuff and expose some areas of opportunity for me that I need to grow in. And so when those things happen, I was just like, man, like I started going into that imposter syndrome and this and that and going there and then like struggling through those things. And that in turn, when I get that, I can start to go inward and internalize things and kind of shut down a little bit.
Sabotage,
right?
Self-sabotage.
And do that. And then, like I said earlier, I'm my own worst critic. I was like, okay, man, are you good at your job? And then start questioning myself and then wanted to be better. And absolutely, I wouldn't be in this position if I wasn't good at my job or good at payroll. But I still had to realize, hey, I can grow and take those things as challenges, instead of hindrances. A hindrance can stop you from progressing. A challenge is something that you can work through, in my opinion, right? So I had to take those and reframe and take those things as challenges instead of hindrances and that wouldn't prevent me from going on. Because I shut down and I just get stuck, especially when I'm in my head. So that kind of happened during season 9 in my own way. Because you and I have had those talks, just being vulnerable here and personal here. We won't go into detail of stuff, but you and I have had those talks, Brian, like during season 9 where we're like, man, I'm going through this. I'm doing that. I'm facing this. And we've had to encourage each other, and the iron sharpening iron, and encourage each other to push each other through. So what's happened? It wasn't really season 9 in itself. It was like those outside.
Oh, it just happened during season 9. Yeah. And it has impact. Yeah. It wasn't anything directly with this. What I found though was doing the show after the show, it released my endorphins and I felt Like, this is fun for
Yeah.
me, you know. And
Yes,
I
bro.
and I always, every Sunday after we record, I'm recharged. You know,
Yes.
and I
Yes.
come away, oh man, I
Yes.
feel great.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So that's been part of it. So it's been our saving grace, really,
It's
to
been an
to
outlet
do
for
it.
us, man.
But there's some days that I didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's some, and shoot, this is actually the season that we took the most breaks in.
Yes. Yes.
Luckily for Lost Tapes, because we
Yes.
dropped Lost Tapes in this
Yes.
season. I don't know if you guys noticed, but we took, because of this. So it's really interesting conversation, because when me and Walt realized that we had these lost tapes that we could post as content, as shows, there were shows that you guys never heard before or saw before, because they were part of our website at one point, and then we didn't do that on the website, and we were like, oh, wait a minute, we got content just sitting here.
Yep.
So we started, and I think we have a few more. I don't know if we got to do an inventory, but we released a lot of them during this season.
Yeah.
Don't worry, you're gonna, okay, and then we're gonna eat breakfast. But that gave us the break that we needed, because
Yeah.
we were struggling this season.
Yes,
We
bro.
were struggling, bro,
Yes.
struggling. Like,
Life.
all good things.
Life
Don't
was
get us
lifing.
wrong. Life was lifing us,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Yes.
there were. It's all tough things, but like I had said, like I had to say during the season, nobody died.
Yeah.
So it was like,
Yeah.
it's not death, although there has been death in friends and family, but that kind of always that's life.
Yeah. Mhm.
But yeah, man. Anywho, we took the most breaks and
Mhm.
not days not recording on Sundays, and
Yep.
that actually hurt, because we didn't get that release. We didn't get the
Absolutely.
outlet on those days. Yeah, a really good conversation, man, for sure.
And
I love it.
it tied into everything. It tied into
Yep.
the thing about consistency. And
Yep.
look,
Yeah.
we're human too, right?
Yeah.
So if
Yeah.
you're listening to this and you're struggling, talk to someone. Find
Yes.
somebody that you can talk to, connect with,
Yeah.
have those outlets.
Yep.
Find something that you can enjoy, and find
Yeah.
that work-life balance. Find some way to improve your well-being. There are people out there who will have your back, who will
Yes.
support you. The payroll community is a great
Yeah.
community. There are great people
Mhm.
you can connect with. Laurel, Sarah at Payorg is she's all about people and well-being. There are
Yeah.
great people in great positions. Reach out to everybody.
Yeah, one of the things that resonates this season, not this season, whatever, just in the last, while we were doing 9, is like the idea of who you spend your time around,
Yes.
right? And if you spend your time with negative people that just don't have the hope and ambition and just the positive thoughts,
Yeah.
that's going to affect you. That's going to impact you and how you operate. So if you don't want to be that, unfortunately, you have to change the people you're around, right? And that idea exists a lot in self-help. As you read, if a self-help reader or listener or content absorb consumer of self-help,
Yep.
you will see that, like, the people you are around. And I remember my oldest brother used to tell me all the time when I was a teenager, he's show me who you walk with and I'll tell you who
Who
you
you
are.
are. Yep.
And I would be like, man, you crazy. I ain't,
I know
but
who I am.
yeah, I know who I am. You don't know shit. You know what I mean? But he was absolutely right.
Yeah.
He's absolutely right. Now I'm old, and
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit, and I'm telling this stuff to my children. You know what I mean?
You're older. You're not old. Older.
Older. Yeah, I know. So yeah, it's just be careful what you consume. There was a
Yes.
word back in church when I used to go to church a lot. The word I always, even though I don't agree with all the things that organized religion does, but I try to take away, because at the end of the day, if it's good folks up there, they're trying to give you a good word,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. Yeah.
applicable
Yes.
beyond the Bible. They're trying to give you tools to take into the world.
Yeah.
And one of those folks was talking about the content that we consume.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And he liked it to, like, your blood, right? If you put a bad chemical in your blood, you're going to get sick.
Yep.
You know what I mean? If we ingest poisonous stuff, we're going to get sick and our body's going to reject it,
Yep.
right? Just think about that. If we're consuming this bad stuff all the
All the
time,
time. Yep.
we're getting our brain sick.
What is that? There's another saying, you are what you eat.
Oh, yeah.
You are what
Yep.
you consume. That's another way to kind of
You
think
are
about
what
it,
you
right?
consume. That's another way to think about it. That's
Yep.
exactly right. Yeah, that's a great analogy too, because if we eat bad foods all the time, you're going to be an unhealthy person.
Boom.
Period.
Yep.
period, right? So these are the ways to kind of, and it takes time. It's taken me a lifetime to get to this point, and I still struggle with positivity and negativity. I'm still overly sensitive for things and like that. It's right. It's a struggle, man. It's a
Yeah.
struggle. I love it. I love it, man. So hopefully we love you folks. You
Yep.
know, hopefully you took some nuggets from today's show. And again, I always love the season in reviews. And
Yeah.
again, it's like I think it's a cheat code for listeners, because if you haven't heard the show, listen to all the season in reviews,
Yeah.
and we'll talk about what had happened. You could be like, oh wait, what? Who was on there? Oh
Yeah.
man, it's like a
Happened
little.
was.
It's like a yeah. It's a table of content
Yeah.
in review, really,
Yeah.
because we don't know the whole season
Yeah.
ahead of time. We don't know what we're gonna do all the time and
No.
what guests will come up and things like that. I just told Walt that I do want to build a roadmap for the next 12 months
Yeah.
and have some ideas already plotted out. But even that, things
Yeah.
change. People, hey, I'm going to do it, and then they don't do the show. We got to stay very flexible and dynamic in that manner. But one of the things we do know is that Swapcast is going to happen because we already
Yes.
recorded it.
Yeah.
So look out for that on Payroll and HR 2.0 podcast
Yeah.
and on It's About Payroll
Yep.
with Pete and Julie Fernandez. Julie was just awesome, man. I
Yeah.
love
You both
Julie.
were awesome.
So she's so cool hand Luke. And I didn't know Pete was such a rebel, bro. He's a rebel. Holy cow. Yeah, check him. He's like the fearless leader, man. I
Yeah.
love it.
Look.
He did an amazing thing for that. Real quick, I'm sorry, the confidence survey that he did for payroll folks
Yeah.
that me and Walt were a part of. He got a lot of us together,
Yeah.
asked us questions, and we just went through survey, and he built this data deck on the state of payroll, really. So please go check that out. And what are you gonna say, Walt?
No, you're right. One thing that kind of resonated with me from Pete during the Swapcast was his passion for payroll, his passion for the people in payroll, and for making sure that payroll is heard.
Pete
Yes.
Tiliakos. Yeah, Mo. I didn't realize that because and again, I've heard a few his episodes as I pay attention to all of the payroll podcasts. But we got into it. He was getting live. He was getting worked up.
Yeah.
He's like,
His
you got to
passion.
get me amped
Passion,
up.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no doubt. Hopefully, there's more to come there. We want to do some panels and really, again, continue to deliver an amazing product for our payroll professionals. Yeah, we'll end it on that note. And have a great day, y'all. We love y'all. Until the next time. Peace.
Happy. Before we sign off, here are a couple quick things. Don't forget to follow It's About Payroll on LinkedIn, and It's About Your Paycheck on Facebook and TikTok.
Thank you for being part of our payroll community, and thank you for being a part of this journey with us. Until the next time, keep learning, keep growing, and most importantly, keep going.